Do we need a cold open or...
It's kind of hard to, like, manufacture a cold open.
It is.
Anything funny happened to you recently?
Yes.
Oh.
So, this was about a week ago. Yeah, about a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
I was walking through Portland back to my car, and I saw someone sitting on some stairs outside a large building. And they had a sign propped up on a thing in front of them. And I just assumed that they were another person whose sign was going to say, like, oh, anything helps, and, like, I don't carry cash, so I was sort of mentally preparing myself to be like, I'm sorry, I can't help. But as my friend and I were walking by, he looked up, and his face was painted like he was a juggalo.
Okay.
He was not wearing a mask. He was untangling an extension cord, which he told us he had been working on untangling for the past 20 minutes. He had a bunch of just stuff kind of sitting about in front of him. And when we passed his cardboard sign, I noticed that it was handwritten and said that for $5, he was selling, and I quote, clown and midget porn.
Oh my god.
I know.
Just like on paper?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Just like loose photographs?
I don't know. I didn't ask. I have so many questions, and none of them will ever be answered because I'm not going to look for him again.
Just got my clown porn portfolio right here.
Like, does he not know the internet exists? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I can find clown porn whenever I want.
I really hope you won't, though.
I'll never tell.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Hello, gays and goblins, and welcome back to the second episode of Monster Brew, the podcast I described to my therapist as zoology themed. I'm June, the talking ape.
And I'm Glenn, Yeah. I'm also here.
We've got a great episode for you today, folks. Debatably, we haven't listened to it yet, nor have we created it.
Well, I have.
Oh, Glenn's got
Yeah.
future sight, so they already know. But I'm unaware. But fingers crossed. So unfortunately, we did get a few less suggestions this week than I would have liked. But what I've done is I've filled in the gaps. I went to Tumblr, and there's a Tumblr blog called Shitty Cryptids. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's very good.
I have not.
It's a blog that collects suggestions from other Tumblr users for shitty cryptids.
Oh, I don't like any of these.
So you get stuff on there like Bigfoot with chicken legs, so on.
Just as you said that, I scrolled past that one.
Oh, wow. But so I've grabbed like 3 of those that I thought fit our criteria pretty well. And I've just kind of mixed them in with the other suggestions.
And I'll never know which they are.
Well, you will. I'll say that they're from Tumblr, and you'll probably know by that.
No, make up a username.
Make up a username? Okay.
This one's from
I mean,
Billy
well,
fucks a lot.
they all have usernames attached, so I thought I'd just, give credit. Say the actual
absolutely, give credit.
And I also have a new segment that I'd love to try out.
I love segments.
So we'll get to that later in the podcast, but
I'm very excited.
for now, let's just jump into it.
Thanks, Philip DeFranco.
That's me.
Welcome to Monster Brew with Glenby and Philip DeFranco.
We do actually have today's special guest, Philip DeFranco, coming in at the end.
Yeah, that's... God, I wish.
No, we do. My brother did agree to come on to this episode.
Thank goodness.
Monster Brew. Hopefully, next episode we'll have
Someone outside of your immediate circle of contact.
Yes, exactly.
I wonder if I could get my dad to be on.
That would be excellent. Should I do like a quick summary of our podcast? Is that
Sure.
needed? Okay. So this is just to refresh you in case you for some reason skipped the first episode and went straight to the second episode, which you should check out our first episode. It's pretty solid. We talked about marine crabs for a while. It was a good time. So this is a podcast where we take viewer suggestions for terrible D&D monsters and we expand on them and we bring them to life. And at the end we kind of go through them and we choose our favorite and we create a whole monster manual page for it. And then we bring in someone and we have them fight it in a real D&D encounter. And it's a lot of fun. All right, so now that we're done with our previously on Monster Brew.
Yeah, hit me. I really want to know what we got coming up today.
Okay, so first off, this is from Zoe at ZoeKSilv on Insta.
Oh, Zoe.
Yeah, it's Zoe. And it is a chicken and everything's the same, but it catcalls like a construction worker.
Oh.
So this is a misogynist chicken, or a bacachionist, if you will.
Because I do. So clearly, this is terrible.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy the idea of a chicken with a very deep voice.
Deep,
it's just
voice.
No, not sensual. That's a different monster.
Yeah.
But if this one's gonna be catcalling, it's gonna be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
hey, you wanna see the egg I laid?" My favorite segment is where I do a voice that's just deep and yelly.
Yeah, no, that's the best segment. From Monster Brew. So, like a lot of the suggestions we get, this isn't necessarily an idea for a whole race of monsters. It's more...
I beg to disagree.
Oh, okay.
First of all, chickens can't talk, so that's already...
That's true. It is a talking
So,
chicken.
so here's the thing, is that the race is talking chicken, but the monster element is that this one's really shitty and misogynistic.
Yeah, okay. So normally these chickens aren't...
Yeah, normally they're not monsters, but this one has chosen to be a monster through every terrible choice he's made in his life.
This one, personality-wise, this one is a monster.
Absolutely. Yeah, and then you can see its coworkers are rolling their chicken eyes. I don't know why the chickens are coworkers, but
Are they... So, it mentions that it catcalls like a construction worker. Are you imagining that it actually is a construction worker?
I was, and then I realized how dumb that is.
I kind of like that.
I was imagining a chicken with a little hard hat on and
Yeah.
a neon yellow vest.
No, that's great. I love that.
That's excellent.
Yeah. So these are talking. This is a race.
Blue collar worker chicken.
Yeah,
A race of
it's a
blue
race
collar
of-
working chickens.
Yeah, that can talk.
And then one of them is particularly bad.
One of them's just a real cloaca. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
a chicken.
Oh, I know what it is. I thought for a second, is that bad? How about these chickens can talk and also they're very big?
They're just very large, like human sized.
We've invented dinosaurs.
Well, dinosaurs can't talk, unless you're talking about the.
Well, how do you know?
The '90s sitcom Dinosaurs?
Well, first of all, I am. But second of all, we don't know what dinosaurs sounded like. They were all long dead before we showed up. They totally they
true,
could
I
have just
guess.
roared, or very technically they could have talked like humans, ba 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 ba. Obviously they couldn't make words, but they could have just been ba 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 ba.
I guess we can't really rule out that dinosaurs did go ba 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 ba. Should we move on from here?
Yes.
Okay. Our next submission is from Fat Uwu Vibes on Tumblr.
That's one hell of a name.
Yeah. And the suggestion is inverted snail, smiley face.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Give you a second to visualize it.
Oh, I'm visualizing it. Tell me what you're visualizing, and then I'll tell you what I'm visualizing, and we'll see if it lines up at all.
Okay. So a snail has the slimy part inside,
Yes.
and then the shell on the outside.
Correct.
So I assume an inverted snail would flip that, and you'd have shell on the inside, slimy part on the outside.
Yes.
And there's a lot of ways that this could work. It could be like a slime that just has a weird interior skeleton.
Protuberance. See, I was imagining like it's like a shell, or like, I don't know, like kind of like the texture of like a tusk or a tooth. And then just on one end of it, there's just this flesh.
It could be like a slime with tusks, I guess.
Oh, I hate this. Like, I love it, but like I love snails, but like an inverted snail just rubs me the wrong way.
I guess I'm imagining kind of, okay, picture a snail, right? And let's say,
I'm thinking.
yeah, for this
He's beautiful.
picture that it's pretty big. Let's say like cat-sized.
Yeah.
Now, where the shell would be, imagine instead just kind of a slimy little blob, right?
Don't like that.
And where the slimy snail part would be poking out, imagine instead a weird shell-textured like skeleton head poking out. And I'm imagining it has like a very long like skeleton neck, you know? Like, what's the tall motherfucker? Brontosaurus?
That's me.
That's you. Yeah, I'm imagining...
Wasn't the Brontosaurus not real or something?
Is the Brontosaurus not real? Is my life a lie?
Wait, now it's real again.
Oh, if you grew up loving Brontosaurus only to be told it wasn't a real dinosaur, it's time to rejoice. The gentle giant may have received a new lease on life. The giant sauropod, long thought to be an apatosaurus that someone got wrong, was actually its own type of dinosaur all along. Brontosaurus fans rejoice.
I am a Brontosaurus fan. Gotta say.
Aren't we all?
Where did all the animals that are that big go?
I don't know. I mean, they're still pretty big.
Well, the biggest thing we have on land is elephants, and they're not even that big compared to these big dinosaurs. So
That's true. Careful, Glenn, because together with the earlier bit on dinosaurs and the T-Rex bit from last episode, we are turning this into a dinosaur podcast, and I know that's what we both want, but it is a D&D podcast.
we're gonna get sued by Pixar for infringing on the copyright of their movie The Good Dinosaur.
We're going to get sued by the creators of dinosaurs. God.
God was the creator of dinosaurs. You're right.
God's going to sue us up the wazoo.
I'm very curious what the religious folks think of dinosaurs. Like, there are definitely those that believe that they didn't exist, but like a lot of religious folks agree that they existed. So was it like God tried to make a species and then was like, oh, never mind, and just wiped them out and tried again?
Yeah, it was like, this sucks.
Yeah, just like, these guys aren't fun. They can't do taxes.
Big lizards? What was I thinking? Ugh.
Uh,
It was like his DeviantArt phase. Some good, slightly sacrilegious content here.
uh-oh.
Anyway, so I'm imagining this would be like a ball of slime with a little skeleton brontosaurus-like head coming out of it.
Does the head serve a purpose, or is it just like a vestigial piece of bone?
Oh, interesting question. Like, is it kind of like a butterfly thing where it has like a fake face to scare off predators, or is this like a real functioning head?
So, like, they go after the head, but then the slime jumps on top of them while they're on top of the head.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, this is kind of fun.
That is kind of fun to have a creature with a fake out.
Yeah. You want to put a pin in this for now and we can come back to it at the end?
Yeah, I should be writing this down.
That's all right. Next suggestion?
Yes, hit me.
All right.
Hit me with the power of your words.
Okay. So this comes in from Bag of Meaty Meat. Wait, let me try that again. This comes in.
Bag of meaty meat.
This comes in from Bag of Meat McSaucy Face at Human McHuman Face on Twitter. So the suggestion is a mix of a Kraken and a Karen.
Kraken.
Kraken.
Karen.
Kraken.
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 Kraken. That just sounds like an old prospector.
Let's get Kraken.
You seen that there Kraken down in the water?
So, of course, one of these is a terrible beast that emerged from the depths to cause terror, and the other is the Kraken.
Is a sea monster.
Is a sea monster. So, Karen, of course, is what we millennials,
We're
Gen
not
Z.
millennials.
Are we Gen Z?
There you go. Yeah, we are.
Okay.
I think it starts like 99.
Okay.
So we're like just on the edge.
Well, I think it's shared between millennials and Gen Z.
Certainly.
This is what we cool kids call the kind of ladies you see asking to talk to the store manager and such.
And getting upset about like the very smallest things and getting all pissy with retail employees.
Yes, and as a retail worker, I have experienced many of these types of people.
As have I. Anyone who's worked in retail knows exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah. So, I guess similar to the chicken, this is just a kraken that's an asshole?
It's got a shitty haircut.
That's true, yeah, it's got the classic bob.
I am totally imagining like a pirate ship goes by, it's the rough seas, and like from the depths a kraken arises, and like it's like, where's the manager? It just slams a tentacle down on your boat.
I demand to speak to the captain of this boat.
But ma'am, you killed him.
Who's in charge around here?
No one anymore. We haven't figured out the chain of command yet. We were in the middle of a meeting when you showed up.
So this is a very big squid, but it has like a bob haircut, and it's very mean.
It's mean, but in a very different way. It's like verbally abusive.
Yeah, this is a kraken who, instead of tearing your ship apart, instead tears your self-esteem apart with its hurtful words.
Oh. A verbally abusive sea monster.
Yeah. So this next one is from Morgan at Morgacino on Insta, who was on our last episode, of course.
Of course.
And it is a sentient anime body pillow.
Oh,
And it's angry.
why is it angry?
I don't know, that's the big mystery.
Has it always been sentient?
That's the question. Is it enchanted? Maybe a very horny wizard brought it to life.
I have a lot of questions about this horny wizard. I feel like the horny wizard might be our monster.
Why is horny wizard a monster? It feels more like just one character, unless it's a whole race of just very horny wizards.
Oh, you know it. So, yeah, I'd say my first two questions still stand. Has it always been sentient, and why is it mad?
To give my guess, I think that it was enchanted by a very horny wizard,
Okay.
and it is angry, perhaps because it's been brought to life against its wishes.
So, similar to me.
Similar to most people. But I mean, imagine if you were suddenly given life, only to find that your body consisted of nothing more than a plush bag.
Can it move?
I think it can move. I mean, it's not much of a monster if it can't move.
Yeah, this is another verbally abusive one.
I think it can, like, flop around, you know?
Like a fish out of water?
When you say that, it makes me picture, like, a fish out of water movie, but with an anime body pillow as the main character.
Yeah, he's walking through New York City or whatever. And, like, he almost gets hit by a yellow taxi cab or whatever.
Yeah. It's the story of an anime body pillow trying to make it in the world.
Making it in our human world.
New Line Cinemas presents.
I don't know why that got me so.
This summer, when an anime body pillow comes to life, it's
By a very horny wizard. By the name of Doctor Strange. It's in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
It's part of the MCU.
Yeah. He tries to seduce Thanos.
Anime body pillow got disintegrated in the snap.
Oh, man. But he didn't come back.
He didn't come back.
Second snap.
He's the only one who didn't come back. Just because when Hulk snapped his fingers to bring everyone back, he specifically also wished that the anime body pillow did not come back.
Yeah.
Okay, so the monster we've ended up with is an anime body pillow brought to life by a horny wizard, and it's...
Do you think he's angry at the wizard? Or just at everyone?
I think he's just angry at all the more advantaged people around him.
I suppose.
Maybe it's okay to put this into real horror territory.
Please.
What if it tries to hunt down people so that it can put its stuffing into their human body,
Oh.
thus moving their consciousness and
I just
taking
had this-
over their human
Oh,
form.
I just had this awful image. So you know you have like the tube at like Build-A-Bear that like fills with stuffing.
Mm-hmm.
It has like like there's a zipper on top of the pillow. It unzips a little. The tube comes out and just goes into someone's mouth and just like stuffs them with.
Oh my god.
I told you it was bad.
It's horrifying.
I know, but that's what makes it a great monster.
It's true. This is a pretty good.
Yeah,
far as the
I
fear
started off
factor.
thinking this would be a goof, but like, and then like, God, you hope it's your mouth that they choose to stuff.
Yeah.
Does it just go until you pop, or?
No, well, I think it's trying to take over your human form.
I guess. So it takes you over from inside you somehow.
Yeah. It's like puppeting you with its stuff. Yeah.
It replaces your blood with its stuffing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's creepy.
It like it soaks it up. And I guess it would just like present itself as a normal anime body pillow.
Yeah, and then like as you lay down to get all horny with it, it just like
Horny with it.
it's like surprise. Oh, I just thought of terrible things that could happen if someone was.
Oh God!
Particularly horny
Don't
with it,
please,
and it was-
Glenn. Please.
That's what makes it a monster. You were the one who said it, horror.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. This is pretty good. Why don't we put a pin in this? Well, actually,
Yeah.
we should avoid putting a pin into it because all the stuffing might come out.
Do we not want that? Because otherwise,
I guess we do want to. I would like to kill this.
me too.
But yeah, why don't we put this to the side for now? And we'll come back to it.
Please.
So we're halfway through our suggestions, which means it's time for the new segment,
I'm terrified. I don't know what this is gonna be.
which I like to call Mystery Monster Madness. So this is a segment where I choose a random monster from D&D that I think has a funny name, and then I tell you the name, and then you have to come up with the best visual image for it you can based on the name alone, and then we'll kind of create a monster from that.
And then you'll tell me what it actually is.
Yeah, I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
Also, this is assuming you don't know what it is. I know you're fairly well versed in D&D. So if you know it, you have to tell me. That's the
Or
law.
else it's yeah.
If you say a D&D monster name to a cop and he knows what it is, he legally has to tell you. Know your rights.
Do you have any idea why I pulled you over? Well, actually, Mind Flayer. Oh, I'm very sorry. Have a good night.
That's all you got to do. It's a loophole in the Constitution. All right. So for this episode, I'm going to go with Gibbering Mouther.
Ooh. Gibbering Mouther. Okay.
Mhm.
This is like... It's a little mouth.
A little
No,
mouth.
it's a big mouth.
Like the show Big Mouth.
Definitely not.
Okay.
No, actually, sure. Why not? It's a mouth animated in the style of the hit Netflix comedy animation show Big Mouth.
Okay.
But there isn't any more head to it.
It's just a large mouth.
It also has little legs
Little legs. Okay.
coming out of the bottom
Of the mouth?
of the mouth.
All right.
That's how it walks around.
All right.
And it just will not shut the fuck up. And that's
Okay.
where the gibbering comes in. I guess I'm considering gibbering and gibbering two different things.
Did I mispronounce it? Is it gibbering or gibbering?
It might be gibbering.
I don't know.
I'm just imagining like it walks into an inn. It's only like 1 foot tall. And like it just got the biggest smile on its face. And it just talks to someone until they're just like, please, will you shut the fuck up?
A lot of
but it-
verbally
but it-
abusive monsters in this.
I'm not sure what's going on with that.
Yeah.
But just like you try to go to sleep, but it just won't leave you alone. And it just keeps talking until you eventually just like, I suppose like if you can never fall asleep because it just can't stop, it just won't stop talking to you. Like it's You'll eventually.
that would
Can
suck.
you die of Can you die of insomnia? Is my question.
I mean, I think eventually you'd get tired enough that you'd just pass out regardless. You know?
No, but the words are. It's a curse.
It's kind of like a magic thing. Okay.
It's a little. Yeah, that's his magic. Is the words are not just annoying; they're a curse that he's casting to make you not fall asleep while you can hear him.
According to goodtherapy.org, insomnia has been the direct cause of death in a very small number of cases. So.
Well. Okay.
How many legs does it have? Just 2?
Just the 2.
Okay.
2 little human legs.
Okay. Like baby size?
No, they're normal sized legs scaled down.
Okay. And it's like a foot tall.
They're normal. Yeah, just about.
Okay.
It's just got the biggest smile on its face.
That's very creepy.
Like a 12-year-old that's so excited to tell you about their game of Fortnite that they just won.
This is a very creepy imagery.
Yeah, I don't like it. Maybe this is our monster.
Well, that's the point. Is maybe we get to a monster through this. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's okay. That's pretty fleshed out for now. Do you want me to tell you what the gibbering mouther actually is?
Please.
Okay. I don't know if you want to like Google a picture so you have some visual too, but
I will.
It's
don't like that.
I guess I'll try to describe it a bit for listeners at home. It's kind of this huge red gooey
Massive
mass.
flesh.
Yeah,
Of just flesh.
and it's
It's got tentacles sticking out.
yeah, it's just got tentacles and just like tons of eyeballs and mouths with like razor sharp teeth just all over its body.
Yeah, there's no like rhyme or reason for where they are. It's just kind of like someone upended a bucket of mouths and eyes.
Yeah, probably a bit more on the scary side than your creation. Although they would both very much freak me out if I saw them in real life.
Yeah. I would kick the one I invented like a football.
Yeah. With the actual gibbering mouther though.
Just like I said last week, I would go to hell.
Yeah. All right, so why don't we move on?
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to Mystery Monster Madness.
Ooh.
Tune in next week. I'll have another funny D&D monster name.
Ooh.
All right, so this next one comes in from the Great Eye of Sauron on Tumblr, who says, cactus with a cat face.
Ooh.
Or a catcus.
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 The problem I have with this monster is it's not exactly a mobile one.
Well, here's what I was thinking. I think it could be. What if it still had like a cat-like body, but it was just like the texture of a cactus?
Congratulations, Juniper. You've invented the porcupine.
Well, I guess so, but it'd be like, but it would be green.
A green porcupine.
Yeah, it would have a little cat face too. Is the thing.
I mean, you can already technically get a green cat.
There's green cats.
Well, there are cats that glow in the dark,
What?
but they're not like for sale.
Oh.
But yeah, there's glow in the dark cats, and a glow in the dark cat is exactly what you imagine it being. Like when it's dark, it's just a big green.
Cactus cat could glow in the dark.
Ooh, I like that.
And it finds its way at
This
night.
is like we've invented a pet.
Yeah. Maybe maybe not like a full monster, but a nice pet to have.
But a good friend nonetheless.
Yeah. Still, we can
porcupine's a
put it
real
aside
dork.
for now.
I like it.
I like it too. Why don't we move on for now?
Yep.
So the next one comes in from Pointy Morper at PMorper on Twitter,
All right.
who says a mime that can actually trap you in boxes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's alarming.
So I'm imagining kind of like a mime with like mind flayer like psychic capabilities.
So you only imagine you're trapped in a box?
Ooh, maybe. Like maybe it's all an illusion?
Yeah, like you think you can't pass, and so you can't.
Yeah.
I don't know whether or not I like that more than like they're actually like telekinetic and create an invisible box.
Yeah. Yeah, I like both of those.
Does it look like a normal Earth mime?
Yeah, but that's just like what it looks like naturally.
Oh yeah, it comes right out of the womb with striped clothes.
Yeah. Well, maybe not with the clothes, but it has like it's like white
No,
skin
with the clothes.
black mark. Oh, okay. But like, white skin, black markings, all that.
Yeah.
I do kind of I like the idea of mixing it with a mind flayer too, because then you can make it a mime flayer.
A mime flayer. Oh my god. You did it. Got him one.
Thank you. I guess that does kind of imply that it's someone who flays mimes, but go in the other direction too.
Well, a mimed
A mimed flayer.
flayer. No, that's nothing.
So maybe like in addition to having like the white skin, black markings, it could also have like a little tentacle mouth too.
Ew.
And it wears like little wizard cloaks, but they're like striped.
I like that a lot.
This is like a full like campaign villain.
Yeah, like this is your series arc.
Yeah.
And at the end you have to like battle them as they convince you that a series of more dangerous invisible things are coming after you.
Yeah. You don't know what's real and what isn't.
Oh, that's even better. Like they have a room set up with traps, but some of the traps aren't even real.
Ooh.
They're all in your head.
Yeah. It's very like Mysterio from Home.
Yes, I was trying to think like that sounds like something I've seen recently, and you're right. It is like that.
So this is very good.
It is.
Why don't we pin this for now? Come back to it at the end.
Pin it.
Okay, so second to last, we have Nicole at the Brit Spy on
Right.
Instagram, who says a spider bard that has to sing happy birthday to everyone they meet.
This is, again, an NPC.
Yeah.
As an NPC, as an encounter, love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, I think it's a little more of an NPC, unless it's like a whole race of singing spiders, I guess, which is kind of fun.
A spider choir.
a spider quieter.
Swire. It's a squire.
A spider squire. A squiter.
Squiter?
Squiter, yeah.
If you say so.
Okay, so they have to sing happy birthday to everyone they meet. So
I'm very curious about this obligation.
yeah, so I think we should move away from this as a race of monsters, but I think as an NPC we can kind of flesh this out a bit more.
Yes. What if it's not their birthday?
Well, they still have to sing it, I guess. Although it's everyone they meet, so I don't think they have to sing it again on a second encounter. It's just on the first encounter with someone.
But so when it is their birthday.
Yeah, well, they can still sing it, but they're not obligated.
No, they can't. They can sing it once and only once.
Yeah. So this is kind of a curse.
Well, yeah, I've been thinking of it as a curse from like square one, because like imagine how terrible that'd be. It's like I gotta sing to you as well.
Yeah.
You go into a crowded room. Fuck.
Yeah, like this spider bard enters like a crowded tavern, and it's kind of like a Disney moment where they come across like this big scary looking guy with a bunch of like scars and tattoos, and they're just like sweating as they have to sing happy birthday to him, and he just has like the most stone cold look on his face the whole time, but then after it's done he's just like, thank you, I needed that. No one else has wished me happy birthday today.
I haven't seen it, but I'm pretty sure a scene just like that happened in Tangled.
Yeah, well,
so you're right about it being a Disney
yeah,
moment.
that's what I was thinking.
I feel like I love Spider Bard. I love this curse, but as it's more of an NPC than a monster.
Yeah, no, definitely. You know what I was thinking was if we end up creating NPCs during our episodes, then we can bring them back at the end of the episode as an NPC that you control during the encounter.
Ooh, that would be good. So for if people don't have like a pre-made character.
Yeah, well, no, like I was imagining like it'd be kind of hard for us both to DM, right? But what I was thinking is like maybe IDM, you play like an NPC that like knows the creature, and then the other person like has their own. I'm not imagining we create like a character sheet from scratch, because that would be another.
No,
like,
yeah,
20
that
minutes
would be a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. So maybe you can. We'll also have like a little NPC section at the end to decide who you're gonna be in our encounter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So put a pin in this too. Although you probably shouldn't, because he's a little spider that would kill him. Why don't we move on to our last submission? So this is from Queen Sammy on Tumblr, who says, the creature known only as that funky little guy.
That's just me.
Yeah, I'm always calling you that funky little guy.
I wish you would.
That's whenever someone is like trying to recall your name around me, they're like, "Who's that friend of yours? You know that that funky little guy you're hanging out with.
And you're like, yes.
I'm like, Glenn? Yeah.
That funky little fella.
So this monster is you.
It's me.
Surprise, this episode's monster is Glenn.
Mm.
Plot twist.
I don't want it to be me, but also, like, I feel like this is almost too broad of a suggestion.
Well, what comes to your mind when you... Okay, I want you to close your eyes for me, Glenn.
My eyes are closed.
They're closed?
Listener, please close your eyes, too.
Yes, everyone listening to this, close your eyes.
Even if you're driving.
Even if you're driving, please close your eyes. And now I want you to imagine you hear little footsteps coming up to you.
Oh, fuck, I'm meant to be alone in here.
And you hear a voice say, "Hello, I'm that funky little guy." Now what do you imagine standing in front of you?
You know what came to mind?
What?
The only thing I can imagine is Mr. Poopy Butthole from Rick and Morty.
I can imagine that. I mean, okay. Here's what we know about this creature. They're a guy, they're male.
Yeah.
They're little, they're very tiny, and they're funky.
Does this make them a bard? Is
Yes.
it funky in the musical style or funky in that just like, oh, that's the weird little man?
You can be funky in a lot of senses. When I hear funky, I think like classic funk. Like sunglasses, afro.
We gonna get funky, funky. I've just started thinking about the cha-cha slide, so.
I don't imagine him with arms for some reason. I just kind of imagine like a head with little legs coming out of it.
So like our little big mouth earlier.
Yeah, but it's a head and he has like little sunglasses and maybe like a big afro.
I do like that.
It's like, I'm that funky little guy. And he kind of wiggles his booty a little.
Ugh. He's very off-putting in many ways.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's a lot to be enjoyed in that.
Yeah. He's off-putting, but like you're also like weirdly drawn to him, you know? I think he has roller skates on too. I think he roller skates everywhere.
I thought that was implied.
Oh yeah. I just, you know, for the listeners at home.
If there were any listeners who weren't imagining it with roller skates, fuck you.
Leave our podcast.
I'm kidding. I love you.
We love you. Please come back. Please, we're kidding. I'm sorry. Roller skate on back.
We're both very sorry, and the roller skates were not implied.
Okay. Did you have anything to add to him? Or...
No, I like this funky man as this little boy.
Okay. You think this is like an NPC? Or is
Yeah, this is totally an NPC.
Okay.
If he's malicious in any way, we haven't decided how.
No, I don't imagine him as malicious. If someone's funky, I kind of equate funky and friendly.
Okay.
I don't. If you're funky, you shouldn't be hostile too. Being mean is not funky. This is a PSA from me, Juniper. Hey kids,
you know.
being mean, it's not funky. Cut it out.
Stop it. Get some help.
Okay. Well, that was our last one. So yeah, let's round them all out.
Do we want to make like a bracket in?
Yeah. Well, first one we divide them into monsters and then NPCs, and then
Okay. We have the chicken who sucks.
Chicken who sucks. I think that's an NPC.
Slimy bone boy.
That is a monster.
We have the Karen Kraken.
I think that's an NPC.
Really?
It's just very specific. I don't know.
I guess it wouldn't be a race. You're right. I don't know why I imagined a ton of them under the sea being like, you won't believe what happened to me at Lowe's today. Fantasy Lowe's.
Fantasy Lowe's, of course.
Next one is the sentient boy pillow.
Boy pillow is a monster.
Boy pillow is a monster, and I'm gonna say that I think I'm in the boy pillow corner this episode.
You're in the boy pillow corner?
Yeah.
Come, join us in the boy pillow corner.
Oh.
Next one.
Big mouth.
Big mouth is a monster. I can imagine that as like a whole race of mouths with legs.
Yeah. So the next is the Mime Flayer.
Mime Flayer is a monster.
That one's a very good one. I forgot about how good that one
Yeah,
was.
I like that one a lot. Next one.
Spider-Bard.
Spider-Bard is a
NPC.
NPC, yeah.
The cat that's
That's a monster, but it's kind of like, it's more of a pet than a monster.
yeah.
Should we put that into like a separate category
Of just
There's-
creatures?
of just pets? I mean, I guess it's still a race of monsters.
Well, it's not a monster though, because like, what's the difference between an animal and a monster?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, there's animals in the monster manual. It's just a monster in
It's an animal.
We can call it an animal. Specifically, it's a creature that you wouldn't fight.
Yes.
I guess is the implication. Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Okay, and then the last one,
Funky man.
Funky Man. That's an NPC.
Soft fuzzy man.
Okay, so let's go with the monsters. Who are we gonna do?
Monster time.
So starting us off, it's Slimy Bone Boy versus Anime Body Pillow Boy.
God, anime body pillow is just so terrible, and I think there's a lot of joy to be gathered from that.
That's true. All right, Body Pillow it is. So next up is Big Mouth and Mime Flayer.
Oh shit! I like them both for different reasons.
Me too. My money is on Mime Flayer. I think a mouth
Yeah.
on legs is.
Yeah, Mime Flayer's like your big bad,
Yeah.
and Big Mouth is like just a obnoxious encounter. Like a side quest where it's like, someone's been coming, this little mouth's been coming into my inn, killing my customers.
Yeah. But like very slowly. It just like talks their ear off until they die.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why don't we go with Mime Flayer?
Yeah, that's a hard one, but God, we have some good monsters this time.
We do. This is good. All right, so then finally, Boy Pillow versus Mime Flayer.
Fuck. You go first. I'm thinking.
Okay. I think Mime Flayer is more of we can make that into more of an original thing, because like Anime Body Pillow, like if I'm drawing that, it's just like an anime body pillow, you know? Mime Flayer, it's like, I don't know, it's got more stuff going on, you know?
Well, it's a mime.
Well, it's a mime, but it also has like tentacles.
Ew.
Tentacle mouth.
Ew.
Yeah.
It's like an ood from Doctor Who.
Yeah, but with mime makeup.
Ew. Oh, no.
Imagine it with like a big like flowing striped cloak.
Yeah, okay.
Like you enter a castle and it sees you and it just like points at you menacingly. It's like, it's a mime. Yeah. I don't think it grunts either. I think it's like completely silent, which I think
It's
makes it,
completely
like, really-
telepathic is what it is.
Yeah. Yes, it doesn't talk.
Well,
it just like
no.
telepathically communicates with you.
I think that's what normal mind flayers do.
Yeah. Well, can mind flayers talk too?
I don't
do
know
they
if they can
just-
physically talk, but I know that they can telepathically talk.
What if instead of like telepathically talking, it just like telepathically emits like emotions to you? So, like you can't hear it speak, but like you know it's mad.
Ugh. That's alarming.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think the idea that like you never like hear it talk, even telepathically, is just like very like unsettling. It just like adds to the.
I forgot that mimes don't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
you're right.
They can. Legally, they're not allowed to. You get arrested by the mime cops.
All mime cops are bastards.
Yeah. So do we want to start with the stats?
Yep.
Okay. So let's go down the list. So armor class for Mime Flayer.
I'm gonna look up a normal mind flayer stats.
Oh yeah, me too. That's probably a good reference.
A normal mind flayer has an armor class of 15.
I think it should be a little lower. I feel like I could beat up a mime easier than I could beat up a Mind Flayer.
So either like 13 or 12 maybe?
I like 13.
Yeah.
All right, so hit points.
A normal Mind Flayer...
Nope.
I don't know how it sounded on your end, but we were entirely in sync on my end.
Yeah. A normal Mind Flayer has 71 hit points.
We gotta lower that.
Yeah, especially because I think when my brother comes in, he's only going to be level 1, so... Monster.
Let's have him fight a weak one, but have the stats for a normal one.
Ooh, okay. So maybe like we'll set the general hit points, but we'll lower the hit points for this one.
Yes.
Okay. So what do you think general hit points should be?
It's got to be in like, I'm definitely thinking it's weaker.
Yeah. Maybe 60s?
Yeah, I was thinking low 60s.
Yeah, 60...
2.
62? That sounds good. And what do you want to set the one who Streeter fights at? His hit points are at 16, so the one we have him fight should be like a little higher than that, probably.
Yeah, I was thinking like mid-20s.
Sure. 20, set it back like 40, put it at 22.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, we have the speed. A normal Mind Flayer has a speed of 30 feet. That's probably fine.
Yeah, that one could stay the same.
Yeah. And now we get to the lightning round. Strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
All right, let's go.
All right, strength.
A normal Mind Flayer has 11 strength. We should bump that down a little bit.
Just a bit. Maybe like 10.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Okay. Dexterity.
Bump that up, because think about how dexterous a mime is. A normal Mind Flayer has 12 dexterity. Ooh, maybe like 14 for this even.
14, yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, they're pretty dexterous mimes. Especially in bed.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing.
Alrighty. You think we should go higher?
Maybe a little. Maybe like 15?
Okay.
Cool. Constitution. This we bump down, I imagine.
By a lot or just a little?
Maybe a little. Normal Mind Flayer is 12, maybe just make it 11.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. Intelligence.
Normal Mind Flayer has 19 intelligence. I feel like we really got to bump that down.
Yeah. I mean, it's still pretty smart, right? I mean, it's got, like, telepathy and stuff.
I guess, but also, like, when I think of a mime, I don't exactly think of someone who's done great things academically with their life.
I'm thinking between, like, 14 and 16. What do you think?
I mean, you said between 14 and 16. Let's just do 15.
Okay, 15. Wisdom. I think this would be bumped down a lot.
Yeah, but not by much.
Yeah. No, you're right. I guess it's the perceived intelligence of a mime versus the ultra intelligence of a Mind Flayer.
Yeah, I think I could bump this down by just the one.
Okay, 16?
Yeah.
Charisma. We would bump up.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm thinking like 19 for charisma.
Me too.
Great. So that's it for stats. Now we need some moves.
We got those cool moves.
Can we just port over the tentacles that the Mind Flayer has?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. For Mind Flayer, that's +7 to hit, and it's 2d10 +4 for normal. For Streeter, maybe we could bump it down to like 1d10 +4.
Yeah.
Okay. Now Mind Flayers also have Extract Brain, which I don't think the Mind Flayer should do.
No.
And Mind Blast, which we could turn to Mime Blast.
I'm just thinking about Jimmy Neutron. His was Brain Blast, but whatever.
Fucking Jimmy Neutron, but it's a Mind Flayer.
Brain Blast! Now that's an NPC. Plot twist, he's not actually a Mind Flayer, but he 100% believes he is.
So, do we want Mind Blast instead of Mind Blast?
Yes, but what does it do differently?
Oh, right. Oops. So it's gotta be mime related. Maybe like they become, if they get hit with it, like
They're trapped in a box.
they're trapped in a box. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they can't. Well, maybe that should be a different move though, like the
Box trap.
box trap. Yeah. I was thinking Mime Blast could be more like they're like also given the properties of a mime, like they're like they can't talk anymore, like they can't cast spells.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you can't cast spells if you can't say the spells, I think.
Yeah. We'll go with that. So, Mind Blast magically emits psychic energy in a 60-foot cone. Each creature in that area must succeed on a DC 15 intelligence saving throw or take 48 plus 4 psychic damage.
That's a lot. Now that's a lot of damage.
We do like 1d8.
It's got to be, like, not too nerfed.
2d8?
Yeah, that sounds a little better.
Okay. And then we can put it down to 1d8 for Streeter.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Okay, cool. And then we can have box trap.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? What should we call it? Invisible box?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. I guess invisible box should just trap you in one spot.
Yeah, it traps you in a, 3x3 square.
I mean, a normal square in D&D is 5 feet by 5 feet, so why don't we just go with that?
5 feet by 5 feet, but it has to be tall so you don't, bonk your head.
Yeah. Basically, you just get trapped in a box and you can't move for, a minute?
Yeah.
Okay. Do they have to succeed on a throw of some kind, do you think?
Yeah, it would have to be an intelligence check.
Should we just make it the same as Mime Blast and make it a 15?
I think it should be a little lower than 15. Not by much, but, maybe, 14 or 13?
Yeah, okay. 13. Anything else for the mime?
Not that I can think of. I'm trying to think of any more mime-specific things.
Yeah, mimes only really have the one gimmick.
Yeah, I think yeah. Presumably, if someone was actually playing with this, they would, come up with other, it throws an invisible rope.
Yeah. I mean, there's all... Because you have, the at-will and one day it's, spells and stuff. And I don't want to, search through a whole thing of spells right now to find which spells it could use. But,
yeah.
When I make the sheet, maybe I'll actually try to find, some spells that would fit. But I think this is fine for now. So... I think we're just about ready to bring in Streeter, which it's actually funny because he was the one who submitted the mime idea.
Oh my god. Don't tell him that's what we're going to do.
Yeah. So that just brings us to what NPC do you want to play as?
Oh, fuck. List them for me.
We've got Asshole Chicken, Karen Kraken, Spider Bard, and Funky Little Man.
Ooh, it's hard to say. Who do you think I should be?
I don't think you should be the Kraken.
I feel like that one doesn't work. I feel like the spider is has one gimmick and it would get annoying for this.
Yep. And then there's the misogynist chicken and...
I think I'll have to be the funky man because I don't want to be a misogynist.
That's fair. And are you agreeing with me on my imagining of him as a head on legs with little roller skates and sunglasses and an afro?
I guess I am now. Yeah. How do you think the funky little man talks?
I mean, he's kind of tiny, so a little high-pitched, but very suave. He's very funky,
Hello.
That's good.
Hello.
Maybe a little higher.
Hello.
There we go.
Hey there.
Perfect. Fantastic.
Are you ready for the funky man? What does that mean? What am I getting ready for? Oh,
I love this funky little man.
Oh, I know you do.
Is he hitting on me now?
Maybe. I'll never tell.
Okay. All right. Why don't I go grab him and we can do this. Streeter, welcome to the podcast.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Yes, of course. So I've got your character sheet here, and we're just going to be going through a little encounter. Do you want to describe your character a bit?
All right. My name is Pointish Morp. I'm a chaotic neutral dragonborn. I'm a fighter. I used to be a sailor, and I'm 13 feet tall.
Yeah, very important.
That's an interesting conflict with the NPC I am.
Yeah. So, Streeter.
Yeah.
Your character, Pointish Morp, you find yourself in front of a giant, ominous castle. You've quested a long way to get here.
Look at that castle.
You hear a small voice from next to you. You look down to see a small man. He has a little head, and he's wearing sunglasses, and he's got a big old afro.
Oh, yeah.
Hey there.
But instead of a torso or arms, he just has legs. And
you like my legs?
Yes, I do.
And at the end of them are roller skates, which he uses to get around.
Oh,
These
baby.
are part of me. I can never take them off.
Glenn, do you think your character has been with Streeter's character for the whole adventure, or do you think you're just meeting now?
I think that we have been together for a while, but that's not by your choice. That's by me not leaving.
Okay. So you've been with this funky little guy for a while.
I'm the funky little man.
Yeah, that's all you know him as, is the funky little man. So you've quested a long way, and now you're at this ominous castle. before you is a large door.
That's a big ass door.
Yeah, it is.
You want to go through it?
Yeah.
Okay. You open up the door. It's got a very loud creaking sound. Very ominous creaking sound. It goes.
Thank you for the demonstration.
You're welcome.
Both of you.
You walk in, and you're in a large ballroom with a giant staircase encircling it.
I'm not thrilled about these stairs with my roller skate feet.
And at the top of the staircase is an odd creature with white skin and black markings on its face, looking very similar to a mime. But instead of a normal mouth, it has tentacles.
Like all mimes?
Like all mimes, yes. And it has a long, flowing, black and white striped cloak.
Mm.
And it points down at you ominously. And it floats up into the air and then comes landing down right in front of you. It is the terrifying Mime Flayer. So, yeah, why don't you roll initiative?
All right.
Do I roll initiative too? God?
Or do you want to take place in this battle? You don't have a character sheet.
I'll figure it. I don't know how much combat I can do.
Okay, you'll be more.
No arms.
You can kick it. Why don't we say you can kick it for like a D2 attack?
D2.
Yeah, that's just a coin.
Yeah.
All right, got a 14.
14, pretty good. Oh, Mime Flayer got a 9.
5.
Okay, so it'll go Mime Flayer, Pointish, and then funky little guy. Okay, so the Mime Flayer, the street urchin's gonna attack you. Let's go with its tentacles first. So it attacks you with its terrifying tentacles. So I'm gonna roll a D10. 6 plus 4, so you take 10 damage. Woo.
Jesus.
Yeah. I think we might not have underpowered it enough. Streeter's already at... You'd be at 6, because you're at 16, right? Glenn, maybe your guy has healing abilities, too?
He better.
I rub you with my afro.
Let's make some moves for you real quick. Let's say you can kick for 1d2. Yeah. And you can heal for 1d8.
1d6.
1d6? Yeah, okay. You heal for 1d6.
All right.
With my magical afro.
With your magical afro, yes. So what do you want to do?
Yeah, I guess I'll just swing with my long sword.
Okay, excellent.
1d8.
But you gotta roll to hit first.
Oh, right. 5.
Oh, shoot. Plus a 5. Yeah, that does not hit him. Oh, dear. Oh, this is going badly. Funky, it's your turn.
It's time to heal with my magical afro powers.
Hell yeah.
3.
Okay, so you're at 9.
9.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Very helpful.
Bet you're glad you kept me around.
So Mime Flayer, it's going to look at you and it puts its fingers on its head and you feel a ray come towards you. It's using its Mime Blast.
Oh no.
So roll an intelligence saving throw.
18.
Oh, all right. You save. Okay, so you handily dodge. Although, Funky, you have to roll 2.
Oh shit. What's my intelligence?
Oh, yeah.
2.
2.
2.
Plus 2.
Oh, thank fuck. Jesus. That's a 12 plus 2.
That does not save.
Fuck.
So, I don't know how many health points you have. But
Like 10.
okay, that sounds about right. So you're gonna take 1 damage,
Oh, beans.
and you can't cast a spell next turn.
I don't know that I have spellcasting abilities.
Was your healing spellcasting?
No, it's a factor of my biology, just like my roller skates.
Okay, I'll allow it. All right, Streeter, it's your turn.
All right, going long sword again. 16.
16. All right, plus 5 to hit. That does hit. So roll to attack.
4.
All right,
Plus 3.
Plus 3. So that does 7 damage to it, and then it is your turn, Funky.
Funky.
Is that your
I'm gonna
character?
do that damage.
Oh, you're gonna kick him?
1 damage.
I'm gonna kick him.
You know, Streeter's still kind of low on health if you want to heal him more.
Fucking sucks for him, doesn't it?
Okay, no, I appreciate you staying in character. Roll to hit.
That's a 4.
A 4. Great.
Does that hit?
I don't think so unless your roller skates have a really good plus to hit.
My roller skates give me a plus 13. They do not.
Okay. Alright, that means it is the Mime Flayer's turn.
Uh-oh. I guess we never considered that this might kill the people we bring in.
I guess we didn't really consider that.
But that's a fun
Yeah.
outcome possibility.
You never know. So it is going to move its hand towards you, and it sort of thrusts wind towards you. Okay, so roll for intelligence.
20.
Whoa, natural 20. Okay, you dodge it, yes. Although you notice that the air right next to you where you dodged is now surrounded by a seemingly invisible box.
Damn
Trapping
mimes.
into space.
They're invisible things.
So roll a hit.
Yeah, longsword again.
Okay.
Come on, baby. 19.
19, yes. Okay, that hits.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Roll for damage.
Come on, baby. Papa. Papa, baby.
6. Okay.
6 plus 3.
Yeah, that's pretty. All right, so 9 damage. Okay,
Nice.
he's not looking that good. He's looking kind of hurt. Funky, your go.
Funky time. Time to heal. 2.
All right, so you're up to 11.
Alright.
Healed by 2.
Oh well. Better than nothing. Better than the kick.
2.
Which was literally nothing.
Excuse me.
Okay, so Mime Flayer, he's getting really aggravated. Now, he hasn't said anything this whole time, but he's kind of emitting his emotions to you telepathically.
Mm.
And you can tell he's just steaming with rage. And he throws a finger at you. And roll for intelligence.
3.
3! Oh, no. Oh, okay, so a 3 does not work. So he's going to cast his Mind Blast at you, which is 1d8. 6. All right, so he does 6 damage to you,
Okay.
and you cannot cast spells next turn.
Oh no, what'll I do?
Oh, and Funky, you have to roll too.
Funky. 17 plus 2, it's 19.
Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, so it misses you.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so Streeter, it's your turn. You're not doing too good at 5 health.
Alright, I'm using my crossbow. So 14.
Yeah, 14 hits just barely with his armor class of 13. Okay, so 1d8 plus 1. Go ahead.
4.
4. Okay, wow. All right, he is down to just 2 hit points.
So theoretically, the kick could finish him off.
Oh my god, we're gonna kick.
Go ahead.
Time to roll a d20. 14.
That hits, yeah, just barely.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Now I just gotta not roll a 1.
Yeah. It's all on the line here, Funky.
2.
2!
Yeah!
Alright! Funky,
We did it.
you kick him right in his tentacly mime head.
Right in his tentacle balls.
Yeah. I think he just explodes
Yeah.
Oh.
into weird mime juice.
Mime juice.
Mime slime.
Mime slime.
Alright, so you're both covered in mime slime.
Funky starts licking it. Oh.
Gross.
We can make a fortune if we bottle this.
So, yeah, you've defeated the Mime Flayer.
Woohoo!
I don't know what your end goal was on this quest, but you've
My
beaten
end
him.
goal was to kill a mime flayer.
I was just trying to get some of that good mime slime.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast, Streeter.
Glad to help.
Thank you.
Do you want to say? Do you have any closing comments?
No.
Okay, get out of here. Okay. So I think that went well.
I'm surprised that I got the finishing blow.
Yeah. Fan favorite, Funky.
It's at least a Glenn favorite.
Glenn favorite, Funky with the final blow. All right, so I think that about wraps up the episode. If you want to follow us on social medias, we're on Twitter at Monster Brewcast and Instagram at Monster Brewcast. We put up posts before every episode asking for submissions. So if you want to write in your monster ideas, they could possibly be on the podcast. Pretty cool. We also put exclusively just the monster manual pages we create on our Tumblr, which is monsterbrewcast.tumblr.com. And we have an ask thing too. So if you want to do an anonymous submission over Tumblr, you can also do that.
You don't want your name attached to the thing that's like, it's a dragon, but it's got a huge ass.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for coming along with us on this weird ride.
My favorite ride at the theme park is the one where you make a monster and have to fight it.
That would be pretty cool.
Frankenstein's Funland. God, we should have called the podcast that.
That's pretty good. Frankenstein's Fun Man. All right, well, thanks for listening, and tune in next time when we make even more abominations.
We're gonna brew up some abominations.
Wahoo!
Thanks, Luigi.
I'm Luigi.
And I'm Waluigi.
And I'll see you later.
Wow.